Welcome back. It's always good to have Jen Parisio with us here. She's a certified plant professional with Pike Nurseries. And Jen, we know that hydrangeas love the shade. They hate the sun.
Yes. Some of them do, some of them don't. So if you're forlorn about not being able to plant some of those beautiful blue or pink hydrangeas that do well in the shade, there is another variety of hydrangea. It is called a hydrangea paniculata. Paniculata.
Oh, isn't that the kid whose nose grows real little? Oh, no, that's Pinocchio. We'll get, no, that's not the same thing, is it?
Right.
But really, we think of hydrangeas growing in the shade mostly, right? That's typically where we're seeing hydrangeas grow, in the shade. But now you're saying there's a variety here that you can actually plant in the sunshine.
Right. There are, it's called the Limelight series of hydrangeas. This is called a little lime hydrangea. It is the paniculata variety. It thrives in full sun, so you can put it out in your front yard. Doesn't have to be under a tree. This is the dwarf variety.
The dwarf variety.
The dwarf variety gets...
Because we know they get rather big. The regular hydrangea gets really big, yeah.
Well, the limelights, the regular size limelights, will go 8 feet by 6 feet wide. So it truly is a beautiful shrub in front of your house. This particular variety you'll get to be about 3 to 5 feet tall, which is a little more manageable for some folks. This particular one will bloom chartreuse and then turn to a pinkish color as the bloom matures.
Wow. And so we're talking about putting this in full sunshine.
Correct.
Oh, that's just incredible, isn't it? Because I'm not familiar with this at all.
Yeah.
So so you've got 3 varieties, and are they good here in the South, or are they like...
They do really well, and they're very popular right now. And this is a great time to plant your hydrangeas because the weather's starting to cool off, and it's a little more tolerant of the heat at that point going
All
in the
right,
ground.
so if I'm going to be planting these, what do I need to do? Do I need to can I just dig up the soil, or do I need to put special soil in there or fertilizer? Tell me the process of putting these in the
Pike
ground.
Nurseries recommends that you use the azalea and camellia mix. It's a little more on the acidic side, which hydrangeas tend to like. You mix a 50-50 combination of your native clay with that planting mix, because they like to have drainability. They don't want to be sitting in a clay bucket of water. So they want their soil evenly moist. They don't like wet feet, but they do like it moist, and that planting mix that we provide at Pike Nursery is a great medium for that.
Now, what about growing them in a pot like this, though, if you want to move them around? Is that recommended at all, or is it best to put them in the ground?
Some people have chosen to do that. We always caution them that they're fast-growing shrubs and that they will quickly grow out of that container. They do tend to thrive a little better in the ground, but we do have some shade-loving dwarf varieties that can be more suitable in a larger pot.
Wow. Okay. So you could put them in the pot, but it's recommended put them in the ground first. And how do they do around other plants?
They seem to be fine. They're relatively disease-resistant. You know, with the proper care and fertilizer twice a year, they should thrive in pretty much any sunny spot in your yard.
The folks at Pike Nurseries know every and anything about plants and planting. So if I want to get in touch with y'all, what do I need to do, Jen?
Stop by our Valentine location in Charlotte, or come on by the Matthews store. We'll be glad to talk to you about the best hydrangeas for the area that you want to put them in.
They are beautiful plants, there's no question about it, and I love them, but well, we'll see now. Planting them out in the sunshine, something different to do.
Yeah.
Although we won't have much sunshine this week, it doesn't look like a lot of rain out there. But Jen, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Come back again soon here. 13 after 8, we'll be back right after this.